Good morning, Haley. Good morning, everybody. Today is a very exciting morning. I barely slept last night. I've been looking forward to it so much. But let's make some coffee. The last few weeks I've developed a bit of a daily routine for the first time in a very long time. It's simple, a little repetitive even, but it's been making van life feel really stable, and that's been a nice change. My friend Sarah recently said something that I absolutely love. Be inspired by yourself. So this week I really focused on that and bringing joy to my daily routines, and honestly, I'm really feeling inspired again.
You wanna go in the bed? You wanna go in the bed? Not yet. Still need some belly rubs. Ready? 1, 2. Good morning.
So this is kind of Haley's bed as of late. She's turning into such a strong, independent doggy, and I didn't tell her it was okay to grow up, and I'm not ready for it. Anyway, I am going to make us some coffee. If you guys haven't noticed yet, our brand new coffee pot. I'm really excited. We have not had like a super quick and easy way to make coffee in the van in almost 3 years, but I'm gonna stop babbling and I'm just gonna make us some coffee, and it's just gonna take a second.
Inseparable, we were closer than two of a kind. The bond was almost palpable, solemn oaths with our blood that were signed. But time flies.
Good morning. Yeah, it is.
Youth goes where it always goes, and we were both led by life to roam.
Good morning, everybody. Now that I've had a little bit of coffee, I can actually sit down and say hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori, and today I thought I would bring you guys along for kind of our daily routine now that we've been in the city for a little bit. Every time I kind of settle into a new area, I spend a little bit of time adjusting my routines, habits. It's kind of something that I've always struggled with a little bit. I really thrive on like strict routines and repetition in my habits, not so much my environment, but definitely in my habits. So when we first got back to the city, I started to get a little bit frustrated that I couldn't seem to get like a good routine in place. I know it is difficult to have a set routine in a van, but I definitely think I could be doing better than I am currently. So I've been making a lot of adjustments over the past couple of days to kind of help set me up for healthier habits and some better routines that are gonna just work better with my life, and I've really been enjoying them. So I moved this little basket that I used to keep by the bed over by the couch, and I've kind of set up this little area with the heated blanket to do some journaling in the morning. Getting out of bed in the winter months especially is so hard in the van. The floors are cold and our blanket is so warm and our bed is so cozy. So I thought kind of enticing myself out of bed with the heated blanket and the new coffee pot would be kind of a great way to get me out of bed in the morning. I am definitely a morning person. I love coffee, just mornings in general, but getting up initially is really hard for me. And I was starting to have kind of some guilt around the fact that I was struggling so hard to get out of bed. And I think the guilt part was what was making it more of a problem than anything for me. So to kind of work on removing the guilt instead of getting straight out of bed in the morning, because I know that doesn't work very well for me, I've been doing a meditation right after my alarm goes off so I can lay back down for 20-25 minutes. It's still something productive that I'm doing and working on. I've been trying that the past couple of days and it's been working so well for me, and it's so crazy to me to think that I was trying for so long to get myself to get straight out of bed in the morning when all it really took was like a simple change in my habits to find something that worked a little bit better for me. It's starting to rain, I think. It's gonna rain most of the morning. Usually the morning routine is to kind of drink our coffee in our sleep spot, and then once we're caffeinated to drive, we'll move to a local park to take Haley out on a walk. This morning it's gonna be a sprinkly walk. The weather definitely is going to affect what we are able to do today. Luckily it's only supposed to rain most of the morning, but it's still pretty chilly out here too, so I'm kind of just expecting a cozy day in the van, and I'm really excited to bring you guys along. Oh, and I'm still not over my coffee pot. Having things better organized always makes van life go a little smoother. So I've been spending more time each morning and evening tidying up, making sure everything's clean and put away, because everything in the van has a secure place to be put away. And I think that's one of the things that keeps me from going crazy in such a small space. Yeah, my day-to-day tasks do take a little bit longer in the van than they did in a house, but I've enjoyed slowing down a bit in life, and tidying up has become kind of therapeutic for me recently. Or maybe it's just being more intentional with my time that's been soothing. Either way, having less stuff in our way when we're trying to get around in the van is always a plus. And after 3.5 years of van life, these kind of things, the things that slow life down a little bit, feel really normal to me. Ah, gotta love that condensation. Right.
Break out the rain jacket this morning. Ooh. Haley, do you need your rain jacket? Oh, look, we match. Alright, we're gonna go on a walk. I'll see you in a minute.
The weather today is not my favorite, but it's definitely spring. Next on my to-do list, in order to keep this vlog realistic, I'm gonna go empty our pee jug. We're parked near a porta-john at this park. There's not a lot of people here because it's raining, and it seems like a good time to do it. But the reason I'm mentioning this is because this is definitely part of our daily routine and is just a part of van life in general. I actually don't think I realized how often I would be doing this when we first started van life, but it is definitely a daily occurrence. This feels so luxurious. welcome. Josh finished his breakfast before mine was done cooking, so I'm gonna use that plate so I only have to wash one to help save on some water for the dishes. Little van life pro tip, saves water, and I have less dishes to do, which is always good. I don't know if any of you guys are also like this, but we kind of go through phases with breakfast where we eat the same thing every day for a couple of weeks, months, and then we switch it up. So right now we're going through an eggs and turkey bacon phase, and even though we eat it every morning, it always hits the spot.
Can I help you? You want something? Hey, sit. There you go.
It's funny how it all played out. Broken dreams seldom get realized.
Having the van all clean and tidy, especially when we're going to be spending a good amount of time inside for the day, is really important to me. And the past few days I've actually been putting our pillows over here when we make the bed, kind of more like a day bed instead of over here, and I love the way that it looks so much more. The murals tie in so good with the pillows and I'm absolutely loving it. Super amazing van life trick that I finally tried out. I saw this forever ago and I don't know why I didn't try it sooner. That's my little sloth. If you put him in the microwave, he gets warm to snuggle with, and I absolutely love it. Oh, zippers are so hard with one hand. So I actually took the pillows out of this throw pillow and this throw pillow, and I put all of my sweatshirts and jackets in here, and it freed up so much space. So I can actually put our towels up here, Haley's food, and we actually have all of our shoes up here now as well too. And it's been working so good. I was a little bit worried the pillows would feel uncomfortable with the jackets in them, but they are actually really sturdy to lean on and nice and comfy. Only thing I will say is they're a lot heavier than they used to be. I'm gonna get ready to head to the gym soon. I've really enjoyed lately having kind of slow and relaxing mornings and getting ready a little bit later on. But I'm ready to get my body moving since we've been in the van all morning. And I reorganized my closet, guys, and I'm so excited. It's so much easier for me to access things. It's working out great. I got these out of the back, so we actually have a lot more room in our garage now too, which is awesome. And it just makes my life so much easier. So I kind of just went on like a full organizing spree this weekend. Honestly, highly recommend it. It's been great. So in this top drawer I have all of my t-shirts, and I organize them so I can see the graphic on them really easily, so now I know what I'm grabbing. And then in the bottom drawer I have all of my leggings and workout tops, and then on top are my shorts. I've been trying to figure out what the best way is to use this closet space for so long, and I'm so excited with how this is working. Alright, I'm gonna grab my shower bag really quick, some towel. I'm changing from the black leggings that I've been wearing the last few days. I'm gonna work out in those, and then I'll put a new pair of clean black leggings on. Some clothes. Where is my hairbrush? Over there is my hairbrush. Can't forget my headphones or there will be no working out happening. Oh. Bye.
Bye. I'll see you at the gym.
Yep. See you in a little bit. No, Haley. You can't drive.
if we were smart, we would have driven with my keys the whole time, but Josh is off to a meeting for work. Haley and I are headed to the gym. So we do actually have a second car that we keep here in Columbus. Since we have always done our work seasons here, this is our home base, and we have friends and family here. We bought a really low-cost car off of Facebook Marketplace. It's honestly just really made living in the city for extended periods of time a lot easier for us. It gives us a little bit more independence, and it makes working in-person jobs a little bit easier as well. So he's taking the car and he's gonna meet me at Planet Fitness. I have been actually going to work out almost 6 days a week the past few weeks. I've kind of just been using it as my me time. It gives us a couple of hours each day that we're not together. It gives us some time for ourselves, which I think is really important for couples as far as van life goes. It's also just been really nice to kind of have something to focus on. So I've just been setting some fitness goals and focusing on working towards those goals, and it's been really nice. It's also been a really great way to keep active in the city, since my favorite way to exercise is hiking, and there isn't a lot of strenuous hiking in this area. So it's been a great way for me to still keep my body in shape for when we do get back on the trails, and it keeps me busy. So I've been thinking about routines a lot lately, clearly, but I just think it's so funny that for most of my life I've structured my days a certain way because I feel like it's the way that you're supposed to. You're supposed to get up early, get ready, be out the door really early, and it's been really nice to actually start setting routines that work well for me. And it always just kind of makes me wonder like what other things that I'm doing because I should be doing them without really even thinking about it. The parking lot's not that full today. Coming to the gym a little bit earlier in the afternoon is always nice because there's less people here. Just all around a better experience. That was just a quick little drive. We're here. Put up the window covers. Now that I'm all clean, we've made the quick drive over to Walmart. I'm not gonna say this is part of our daily routine, but our fridge is pretty small, so we are at the store every couple of days or so. But Haley's out of dog food, so we gotta go Walmart. Haley, are you in the front seat again? Yeah, good thing we have those window covers. So errands took forever. We couldn't find everything we were looking for at Walmart, so we ended up running around a few more places and still couldn't find what we were looking for. We decided we are going to be adding an inverter to our build, so we were looking to pick one up, but we ended up having to order one online. So we'll be installing that sometime next week, I assume, after it arrives. But that will just make running appliances like the coffee pot we got a little bit easier. Our portable power station, while it's great, can't quite keep up with high wattage appliances like that. So we're gonna be adding that. So that was a fail, but the afternoon really got away from us. We are starting to get hungry. Josh ran to another quick meeting really quick. I am making falafel for dinner, but it requires 30 minutes of like sitting before I can start cooking it, so I'm going to get this all set up, and then Haley and I are gonna go spend some time outside. It ended up being really nice out this afternoon, and it's done raining. So we made our way over to a little park where I can kind of let her off leash and run around a little bit. I know it makes her really happy to just be free to wander and sniff around to her heart's content. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start dinner. Yeah. I've been taking time lately to really focus on the simple things in life, the things that I'm grateful for. The green grass. I missed the grass so much while I was in the desert, so I'm really cherishing it now that I'm home. Haley is loving the grass just as much as I am, I think. I've always been a bit of a homebody, so I've really been soaking up this time in the van. Getting caught up on some work, taking time to cook our meals at home and trying new recipes. Even though the van's tiny, it really does feel like home. The most at home I've ever really felt. And my kitchen did get a whole lot better recently with the flip-up counter and the coffee pot.
So good.
Dinner was so good, huh, bud?
It was so good, delicious.
So good. Haley is gonna go out one more time here at the park before we move. It's officially dark now. It's about 8:30, so we try not to stay at parks too much later than this because it starts to look a little sus. While they're outside, I'm washing this giant pan because it doesn't really fit in the sink, so we have to put it away before we drive. But honestly, it's nice to just have the kitchen cleaned up a little bit before we go anywhere because then it's done. Time to head to our sleeping spot. Gotta be very stealthy. Window covers are all up. Home sweet home. Okay, now that we're home for the night, the first order of business is changing into pajamas or whatever I'm gonna sleep in. I don't really have like pajamas. I find it better for van life in general to just have things that functions for a lot of different purposes. So I've got like oversized t-shirts that I like to sleep in that I also wear to the gym, stuff like that. So I'm gonna put on a t-shirt really quick and pour myself a glass of wine. I do definitely think I have too many t-shirts for living in a van, but you know, it is what it is. Oh. Even when it's organized, it's still chaotic. This is one of my favorite shirts. Lately it feels very spring. So I'll probably sleep in this tonight, wear it again tomorrow, depending on what I do tomorrow, possibly sleep in it tomorrow. Get the idea. Next up is a glass of wine. We recently got these really cool little wine glasses. Josh is having a beer, so just one for me this evening. But they come apart, so they're super easy to store, and they're made of plastic, and we found them on clearance at Walmart. I'm really excited about them. You guys gonna make room for me? I've been loving sitting in the bed like it's a day bed and having this view. Oh, our house is so cute. Cheers, guys. Perfect way to end a very busy day. I still have a little bit of work to get done tonight, so I'm gonna work on that while we watch a show together, and I'm bringing wine to the party because it's like 9:30. We had a really good day today. This has kind of been how most of our days have been structured recently. It's kind of weird to have a structure to our day at all because I feel like before we never really have had much of a routine. But my routine, or whatever you want to call it, has changed a lot since we've been home. I think the three major differences have been we drive a lot more since we've been home, or just in cities in general. And I've been at Planet Fitness a lot more, which also means I've been clean a lot more, which has been a really fun change. Overall, I'm really liking having a little bit more structure. I'm really enjoying just focusing on the little moments that are a part of my everyday. Just really enjoying that cup of coffee in the morning, my walks in the park with Haley. It's just all a really good time that we get to spend together, and I feel like I'm adjusting really— Whoa, that car drove by so fast, the van shook. It's just stealth camping things, I guess, guys. What was I talking about? Yeah, so anyway, it's been really nice to have a lot more structure in our lives, and I'm kind of really enjoying the repetition of this routine every day. It's one that I've really been enjoying, and I look forward to doing most of these things every day, if not all of them, and I'm just really enjoying life right now, and that's super awesome. Van life doesn't always look like travel for us. In this season, it's going to look a little bit more structured, but we really fell in love with van life for reasons other than travel. I mean, we love travel. I'll always love travel. But there's a lot of other things about this lifestyle that we really like. I love how much it forces me to get outside. I've really been enjoying exploring the different parks in the city and seeing what this area really has to offer. I'm doing a lot more exploring than I used to when I lived here, which is really cool. We've been eating out a lot less, and we've just been enjoying spending time in our van. As silly as this sounds, we love our home, even though it's tiny, so I've just been enjoying just being a homebody, and it's been really nice. On that note, I think I'm going to get to work, and we're going to put on a show, and I'm going to leave you guys here for the week. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this day in the life, or our kind of van life daily routine lately. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. I put out new van life videos every week, and I'll see you in the next one. We are gonna watch Night on Earth on Netflix tonight. If you guys haven't seen this, it is so good. We have been loving watching it in the evenings. If you're interested in anything like Planet Earth kind of nature documentaries, so good. Highly recommend. So that's what we're gonna be watching tonight. I'm getting all settled in, got my laptop out, wine. So you guys may have noticed we added in this curtain recently. The reason we did this, well, part of the reason we did this, I just think it makes it look very homey, but our heater, this little screen, doesn't really ever turn off, and the light was keeping me awake at night. So adding this there allows me to cover that up, and I slept so much better last night. Good night. Haley, will you sit down? No, I can recover from this.